Michael Bolton, the voice behind decades of timeless ballads, is now facing the toughest performance of his life, a fight against brain cancer. But behind the scenes, it's not just doctors and medicine helping him through. It's a story of love, resilience, and the quiet strength of a woman who's brought light into his darkest days. It all began in the fall of 2023. Michael Bolton was doing what he loved most, spending time with his children and grandchildren. But one night at the bowling alley, something didn't feel right. He kept bowling out of turn, repeating it again and again. At first, it just seemed odd. His daughter, Taryn Bolton, 45, later reflected, "That was when we were like, something's wrong with his brain. Everything that happened was weird for him, but not super alarming. When you look back at everything together, we missed so many things." Soon after, Michael experienced nausea, disorientation, and a searing headache. An MRI revealed the truth: a brain tumor. Surgery removed it, but the diagnosis that followed was devastating. Glioblastoma, one of the most aggressive and lethal forms of brain cancer. The surgery was only the beginning. In January 2024, complications led to a second brain operation. Then came the radiation, the chemotherapy, the relentless MRIs every 2 months. In April 2025, a scan showed no new growth, a temporary victory. But the odds remain chilling. Glioblastoma has a 90% recurrence rate. The battle, though quiet, is constant. Despite the toll on his speech, memory, and movement, Bolton has met each stage with a quiet determination. "Succumbing to the challenge is not an option," he shared. "You're really quickly drawn into a duel. I guess that's the way you find out what you're made of." Amid the grueling medical journey, one thing remains unwavering: the presence of his family. From his eldest daughter Isa, 49, to Holly, 47, and youngest Taryn, the Boltons have stood firm as a united front. His 6 grandchildren bring life back into his world with trivia nights and shared laughter, moments that remind Michael what he's truly fighting for. Taryn summed it up simply: "We're in this together, and that's it." His home in Westport, Connecticut, where he's lived for more than 30 years, has become a sanctuary filled with love, memories, and resilience. But behind the scenes, another pillar of strength has emerged: his longtime friend turned partner, Heather Kurdzner. They've known each other for over 15 years, but something changed in the summer of 2022. What began as a deep friendship blossomed into love. By February 2023, they appeared publicly together, walking hand in hand at the MusiCares Gala. In a rare moment of vulnerability, Michael admitted, "It's been very natural, a kind of checking all the boxes. She brightens up my life." Heather brings her own rich history, a mother of 2, and the former wife of hotel magnate Saul Kurdzner. Their marriage ended in 2011 after 11 years, and despite the sadness of the split, Heather remained grounded in grace and reflection. She called their time together very happy, until it wasn't. After a brief engagement to PR executive James Henderson, she found something more enduring in Michael: a connection built not on spectacle, but on shared values and emotional steadiness. Michael's love story has always had its twists. From his first marriage to Maureen McGuire, the mother of his 3 daughters, to his famously on-again, off-again relationship with actress Nicolette Sheridan, he's never shied away from love, even when it ended in heartbreak. Reflecting on his romance with Nicolette that spanned 17 years, he once joked, "I was 5, of course, when it started." But beneath the humor was real vulnerability, the kind that only comes from living, loving, and losing. And though he remains private about whether marriage with Heather is in the cards, he's clear about what he believes in. Marriage is the physical manifestation of a deep bond. I believe in it. At 72, Michael Bolton's legacy is already cemented in music history. But now, he's building a different kind of legacy, one of perseverance, love, and the human capacity to endure. He no longer seeks a prognosis. Instead, he seeks hope, moments of joy, and the warmth of those he holds dear. Through the voice that once filled stadiums, now whispers a quiet truth that in our most fragile moments, it's love, not fame, not fortune, that saves us. And in Heather, in his daughters, in the laughter of his grandchildren, Michael Bolton has found exactly that.